Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining this program wherever you are joining from. I welcome you as you join me on this very short program. Wherever you are connecting from, I say may Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect you. I want you to remember that in this platform, what we do is to bring information to your doorstep. In this very platform, we do not instigate violence. We do not preach hate. We do not attack any religion or any race. All we do is to bring out the truth before the whole world. All we do is to continue sensitizing the world about the true situation in Biafran territory. A lot of things are happening. So many things are happening to us as Biafrans that no one is paying attention. A lot of lies have been told against us. What we do in this platform is to expose those lies and bring the truth for the whole world to see. We will continue to do so regardless what anybody thinks. Regardless the propaganda or the blackmail, we will continue to bring the truth out. And today is one of those days. There are some important information that have been passed by our Prime Minister Mazi Ekpa, and we will have to key in. I have always said that whenever you hear the Prime Minister speak, you must take every comment he makes serious. Take it very serious because he is not joking and we are not joking. We are always in a very serious time and serious situation. So we don't engage in anything that is fraudulent. We don't engage any evil acts. We only do things that are allowed, and we are following the law, obeying every single instruction that is given by law. That is what we are following. So, remember, we agreed within ourselves that we will not engage in their so-called protests. Biafrans never engage in it. And we woke up and we heard that Nigerian government is trying to appoint a liaison officer in Biafran territory. I don't know what else you want to hear or know before you realize that Biafra has gone and Nigeria has ended. You know, when we talk about the end of Nigeria, some of these Afonjas and the one Nigerians, they think that we are saying these things out of hate. We are saying it out of, what do I call it, ignorance. No. Every single statement we are making as Biafrans is not out of hate. Neither is it out of ignorance. In as much as we hate the zoo, we hate everything that the zoo stands for. But yet, we make our informations and speech based on facts on the ground. So if you don't agree with us with what we say, that will not change the fact. If you decide to believe something different, it does not change the fact. The fact remains that the truth of the matter is that Nigeria has ended. The only thing it takes you to understand that this is the situation today is for you to remove your hatred, remove your anger, your jealousy, and then focus on the truth sincerely. And I bet you'll be surprised what you're going to discover. You will discover that Nigeria has ended long, even before now. But we, the Biafran people, have decided to activate it fully. We have decided to make it much more pronounced. We activate it for the whole world to know, and for the whole world to get that truth. That it is not just mere hearsay. That is why today we are speaking up boldly and in the open, not in the secret. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, please don't keep this information to yourself. Share it to other platforms, share it to family and friends. Have you asked yourself, why is it that a government of talking about liaison office in its territory, every one of us know what liaison office is all about when it comes to a government. Governments have liaison offices in the places where they cannot be able to reach out to their people, in foreign lands. And for you to see Nigerian government planning of establishing liaison offices in everywhere, it is because Nigeria has ceased to exist. But they have refused to embrace it. So whatever be their plan, in whichever language they want to speak, we don't care. The most important thing that matters to those today is that we know that the Zoological Republic of Nigeria has ended. It has ended. So if they are trying indirectly to form a regional government, they should count Biafrans out. Any attempt to form any regional government that has to bear that name, Nigeria, count us out. The only thing they can do is to peacefully and politically allow Biafrans to go, because we no longer want to be part of this madness. We have been there for too long. And there is no amount of style, trick that they will play to catch us and drag us into that madness. We will not be part of it. The Prime Minister has said it and made it clear that the Tinubu government is banned from appointing any liaison officer or opening any liaison office in Biafran territory. They are completely banned from doing so. Our President made it clear on his Twitter space discussion yesterday. And I bet you that is where we are. Wherever you are watching this program, remember that our mission is Biafra. It is either Biafra or nothing. There is no other strategy, no other step, no other movement except the restoration of Biafra. That is all we have. And we are pursuing it to the highest level. So as I speak today, every Biafran should focus on the restoration of Biafra. That is where our eyes is. That is where our focus is. No amount of distraction can take us out from this responsibility that we know is the only option we have around us. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching from, pass this message across. Prepare for what is coming ahead. What is coming ahead today is the 1 month lockdown of Biafran territory. The 1 month lockdown, which is going to send out and take out every establishment of the Zoological Republic government as a ministry, as an office. We are going to shut them down for 1 good month. That 1 month lockdown is targeted at the Zoological Republic ministries, offices, wherever they put it. We are going to bring it down. I know it's not going to be an easy task. And as always, you know that they will always go for a cheap target. Whenever we are defeating them, they turn their eyes to the civilians and they focus on the civilians. That is why we, the civilians, must be very careful. Wherever you are, you must be very careful. Pay attention to every single instructions and what is going on. Do not play ignorant and say it doesn't concern you. Don't say you are not part of the agitation. Do not say you are not an Igbo man. Don't say you are not an Efik man. Don't say you are not a Bibio, or that it is not happening in your territory. I bet you what is coming is heavy. What is coming is heavy. And the earlier you understand this and take yourself away from the deception of it's not going to happen, the better for you. Take yourself away from that deception, because that deception is not going to help you. It will only cause more damages to you. It will expose you to danger. And in some cases, you might not live to tell the story. That is why I am urging every one of you that is paying attention today to please focus on the restoration of Biafra. It is a responsibility that falls on the shoulder of every single Biafra. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your belief. It doesn't matter who you support. It doesn't matter who you hate or you like. This is a call to defend your future. A call to defend fatherland. You must answer that call. As we speak, while we are waiting for the D-Day to come, begin to prepare yourself for the 1 month lockdown. Prepare yourself. Keep yourself secured and take yourself out of harm's way. Nobody is giving you the assignment. The assignment belongs to the Liberation Army to level everything that stands for the zoo on Biafran territory. They will be brought down. Those who have that responsibility are going to do the job and do it excellently well. Do not stand on their way. Do not stand on their way. If you do, you will have yourself to blame. This call is being made now, and as this call is being made, it is a genuine call. It is not a call that is made out of hate. It is a call that is made because it is necessary. And every one of us must pay attention to this call, because the time has come. For a very long time, we have fought and fought and fought, and some people felt they can be able to distract us. But I bet you, if you are still one of those who think you can bring distraction in the era of the Prime Minister, Mazi, Ekpa, it means you've not learned your lesson. You have not learned your lesson. All you need to do is to look back, everyone that has made a move to stop him, including the suicide bombers who they plan to send to him. How successful were they? How successful were they? Everyone that has stood against our Prime Minister in the past, go and check how they are faring today. But unfortunately, there are still some people who are born for sacrifice. Those who will never listen. It doesn't matter what you tell them. They will never listen until they learn in a hard way. If you are one of those who has decided that you will learn in a hard way, you will definitely learn in a hard way. But I bet you, on the restoration of Biafra where we are today, nothing. No man born of a woman will stop what is coming. It does not matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter under which disguise you are hiding. The hour has come. The D-Day is fast approaching. And all you need to do is to key in. Play your own part. The restoration of Biafra today, finance is needed. There is no excuse to give today. No single excuse to give. Because every single question that has been asked to our Prime Minister is answered. And he is still ready to answer your questions. If you know that thing that will hinder you from supporting the restoration of Biafra, bring it out. Let us discuss about it. If you know that thing that is becoming your hindrance, if you know that thing that is making you not to accept the reality of today, bring it forth. Let us talk about it. Let us discuss it, so that you will not have any excuse to give at last. Because the government of Biafra will not respect any failure. The government of Biafra will not pay attention to every sabotage. The government of Biafra will not spare anyone that is going against Biafra. And I want you to understand that ignorance is not an excuse. Ignorance has never been an excuse and will never be an excuse. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. That is why you must pay attention. So many rooms have been opened for people to be able to air their opinion and say things the way it is. So many rooms have been opened. If you want to discuss with our Prime Minister one-on-one before you donate, those money bags that have a lot to offer, we have some money bags who have a lot to offer, but they need conviction. Some of them, they need a solid conviction. Opportunity is there for you to send in your application through the website of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Send your application through the government website. When you send your application will be processed and you have the opportunity to meet our Prime Minister one-on-one. You can ask any question you want to ask. You can say whatever you know. I'm talking about the money bags. Those in the United States, in Europe, or wherever you might be. We know Biafrans have wealthy men. We have people who can sponsor the restoration of Biafra. Finance is needed because in the time we are now, finance is needed. And there is nothing that will stop the restoration of Biafra, whether you support or not. It won't stop you, but for your own interest, so that you won't say, oh, I was not told. When the law of Biafra begin to deal with you, you won't say, oh, they didn't tell me. That was why I didn't participate. When the law of the land begin to deal with you, you wouldn't give any excuse and say, oh, I was not told. They didn't tell me. That was why I didn't participate. I am telling you now, go and apply and ask your question directly to Prime Minister. And there is another ground that is open, IOU loan. Go and apply for the IOU loan. This IOU loan is very, very amazing. It's another opportunity for Biafrans to engage, to support the restoration of Biafra. We know our people are business-minded. Some people are scared of making their commitment. Go and apply for this IOU loan. In this IOU loan, every money you submit to Biafra, whatever money you contribute to support Biafra, it will be refunded to you with 100% interest after the restoration of Biafra. Whatever commitment you make financially, no matter the amount, you are going to have 100% interest on it after the restoration of Biafra. And it doesn't stop there. There are so many other benefits for you and your entire family. There is benefit for you and your generation unborn. This is very, very important. And every sensible and reasonable Biafra must tap into this opportunity. It doesn't come always, and it will not be forever. But the most interesting thing is that today, everything that is standing on your way as a hindrance, those excuses you want to give and say, oh, it is because of this I did not support. Oh, it is because of that I did not support. Today, our Prime Minister Mazi is dealing with all those excuses. He is dealing with all those obstacles. And I bet you, at the end of the day, you can no longer have an excuse to give. You will not have an excuse to give, not even one, when the law begins to deal with you, why you didn't support Biafra. So today, if you have the capacity to support, do not hesitate. Don't wait the next second. Go and support the restoration of Biafra. Make your contribution. Give your widow's mite. It will go a long way to restore the independent state of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to stay strong. Stay strong and remain focused. And continue to look forward to the time that we're in. We are in a very important and interesting time. Pay attention to every single information that is coming from Biafra government. Pay attention. Do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. If you allow yourself to be deceived or distracted, it is going to be too bad. Because we are getting to the end of the road. Our Prime Minister have made it clear that the Biafra land will be defended, and the defense have started now. Prepare yourself for the 1 month lockdown of all the government offices in Biafran territory. It is going to start immediately after their protests ended completely. Because our Prime Minister have said it, we don't want any distraction. We don't want to be included in anything that is called the zoo. Immediately they end their protests. That very lockdown will commence and every eye will be in Biafra land. So prepare yourself. It will continue from stage to stage. Preparation will be made to defend Biafran territory. And as we go, prepare yourself. Do not be afraid, because the victory is already here. You can see today, the media is reporting about Biafra. International media are getting involved. The lobbyists are doing their own job. Politically, our self-referendum is gaining ground, getting recognition. My fellow Biafrans, if you are a Biafran and by this time you are still sitting on the fence, I am sorry. I don't know the kind of Biafran you are. And before you wake up, it might be too late. My fellow Biafrans, prepare yourself for what is coming. Get yourself ready. Get yourself prepared. And those who are watching, the Tinubu government have been warned, do not bring your liaison office in Biafran territory. Biafra is a sovereign state and our government have no diplomatic relationship with you. There is no diplomatic agreement with you, so you have no right to establish any liaison office in Biafran territory. Just as the statement of our Prime Minister has said, we are following international laws and ordinance of doing things. We can't step away from it. We are a lawful people. And there is no way you can come in a territory and establish a liaison office without the consent of the government. Be warned. For those of you who are now vying for posts, they want to make you a liaison officer. If you want to risk your life, go ahead. The word is enough for the wise. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching on this very brief broadcast. I'm going to join you again next time. Stay blessed and see you the next time. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress and equity, freedom or die.